Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new weekly vlog. My name is Astrid and I haven't filmed a weekly vlog in a while for reasons which will eventually become clear. I do plan on bringing them back when I can, but I miss you guys. So do you want to hang out for the week? I hope so. I'm currently on my sofa bed in the office where I have stayed for the last 3 nights because Eponine and Eliza are 2 kittens. They're 6 months now. Where has that time gone already? They were spayed and had their microchips put in at the end of last week, and so they've had to sleep separately, which is very new and weird for them because they have literally never been alone. They only ever spend time together or with us, and they weren't settling at all and they kept trying to get their cones off and it was just a whole ordeal. So basically I've been banished to the office sofa bed with Eponine for the last few days while Charlie has been in the bedroom with Eliza. Divide and conquer, but they are doing really well. We took them to the vets earlier today and the vet has now given us the all clear to try them sleeping in the same room again. So fingers crossed for tonight, because I would really like to sleep in my own bed, especially because I need to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. More on that later. Honestly guys, I don't know what has happened to me since owning these cats. It is like some sort of emotional switch has been flipped. The thought of them being in pain or being scared or not knowing what is happening or worrying that we've left them at the vets forever and we're never coming back, honestly, like, it weighs on me so heavy that I cannot concentrate on anything. And I've never really been like that. Like, I'm a very independent person, and the way I've kind of built my life is that I don't have much responsibility by way of, like, you know, dependence. But something about these cats relying on us has literally, like, it's like, yeah, like triggered something in me. I don't know. I actually end up getting upset about it quite a lot. Eponine is asleep next to me right now. Let me show you. We bought these cones on Amazon because the ones that they got from the vets are like rock solid and they look so uncomfortable, but they seem to be much happier in these. So I'm so happy we bought them. I'll put a link to them in the description in case any of you have pets that happen to be going into surgery, because they've been great actually. And actually I keep meaning to make like a pets page for my Amazon storefront, and I haven't done that, so this is a reminder to future Amy to do that and then put it in the description of this video. But having the cats is definitely helping me with routine. I am someone who really gets stuck doing things. Like, if I am editing a video, for example, and I sit down at 9 o'clock in the morning to edit that video, I either can't get into it at all, or I will literally sit there and edit it until it is done, even if that takes until 3 AM, and in that time I'll barely eat anything, I won't go to the toilet. Like, it's not good. And I've gotten a little bit better at it with age, but these cats have really like kicked me into shape because I have to remember what time to give them their dinner and their lunch and their breakfast, because obviously when they were tiny kittens they had 3 meals a day. We have literally just moved them over to 2 meals a day, so that actually gives us a lot more freedom because we've been trying to schedule it so either Charlie or I are in the house at some point between 12 and 2 every day, and that has been pretty tricky on certain days because Charlie works in the office sometimes, so like then if I have literally anything on that day, he then has to take that as a work from home day. Oh, it's been a whole thing. But honestly, like, now they're on to 2 meals a day, it'll be a lot better. And anyway, can you tell my whole life suddenly revolves around these cats? Also, I tried heatless curls for the first time last night. They looked alright-ish when I took them out, but they have completely dropped out. Maybe I just need to perfect my technique. I think they're good for days when I'm like, when I like don't have loads on. They definitely didn't look as good as when I styled them with a tool. So maybe it is a technique thing, or maybe, I don't know. Good to have in my back pocket. Probably not an everyday thing for me personally. If any of you do heatless curls, give me your tips because clearly I need them. I really need to find my old laptop because basically I've been looking for a way to get rid of it responsibly for a while, and then I got a like press release email from Apple talking about their like recycling scheme, and so I booked an appointment to go in next week so that I can film a little video. Obviously I do the declutter series on TikTok. If you haven't seen it, I put everything in my house on a wheel and I've been going like spinning the wheel and then decluttering whatever comes up for like a 1.5 years now. It's been a whole thing, but I would like to do a few videos about what happens after the declutter, where the stuff goes, how to, yeah, like responsibly get rid of it. And some things are obvious, some things like tech, I feel like they're not immediately obvious. So yeah, I'm gonna film that, but I know I have a really old laptop here somewhere, because when I was decluttering and I came across it, I said to Charlie, what should I do with this? And he was like, well, you could like, the different places do like laptop recycling, we'll look into it, blah blah blah. And then I put it somewhere, completely forgot about it, and we haven't looked into it, but I have no idea where it is. So mission of the evening is I need to find that, and I also need to pack a suitcase because tomorrow I'm going to Paris. Just a little one-night trip. Maria is coming also, although I'm flying and she's on the Eurostar, so I'm doing not my first ever solo flight. I have done a few of those when I was younger, but like my first solo flight in ages. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just worried I'm gonna like mess something up at the airport and miss a flight or something. But I've got an Uber booked to pick me up at 4:40, which sounds gross, but basically Philips, the like home tech brand, have a home fest like showcase of a load of their tech stuff, so we're going over for that. Yeah, it's gonna be a very fleeting visit. I don't really know if we're actually gonna get to see much of Paris itself at all, but I'm hoping Maria and I might be able to sneak out the next morning for a little French breakfast in a cute cafe or something. We'll see. So yeah, I need to pack my bag, and I've just been like sitting here mentally trying to think through outfits in my head because I can't be bothered to get up and actually start looking for stuff, but I think I'm just making it take longer than it needs to. Also, sorry, look at my nails. I did those myself. I'm quite proud of those. And I got these little stickers, which I think make them look like fun and a bit springy. And it meant that I sort of have nail art, but it didn't take me 4 hours like my nail art sometimes does. Well guys, I have arrived in Paris and I think I remembered everything I need. I'm just in the taxi at the moment, but the driver has gone, basically I came out of one terminal of the airport, the driver picked me up and then drove to another terminal to pick up someone else. But it's so weird because I don't know who they are and I don't know if I know them. Like these trips that I do sometimes with work, they are so fun, but also before you get there it's like, who else is going to be there? I don't know. I know Maria is coming, but she's coming on the Eurostar, so I won't see her until we're at the actual event. But I don't know who's about to get in this car, whether I've met them before, whether I've maybe I follow them online, I don't know, you just never know. It's quite fun. Before I left the UK, Philip sent me a parcel to my house, and it was this little box, and inside this box, inside the doors, there is a key, and it says, "Nothing feels more like home than the smell of fresh coffee, and we can't wait to welcome you in our home. This key opens the door to the Philips Home Fest and unlocks a nice surprise, so do bring it with you. See you there." So I brought it with me. I'm excited to see what it unlocks. Maybe like a cup of coffee or something? That's what it sounds like, isn't it? But I had my fave Candy Kitten's Wanderlust gourmet chews for the plane, which are fantastic. Whenever I go on planes, my ears pop. Because I was born I was born really premature, and because of that I have really tiny internal ears, so planes can be quite painful sometimes, so I always make sure that I have sweets. And these are amazing. I had them for the first time on the way to New York and I love them, and when I posted about them everyone said you can actually just buy those in Sainsbury's, but I haven't been able to find them. Some people said Waitrose. To be fair, I haven't looked in Waitrose. I'm not a Waitrose fan. So anyway, that's what's in my bag. I literally slept the whole flight, like I don't even remember taking off, and when I woke up we were landing, and I woke up because my ears popped. So it's been an early morning. Let's see what Paris has in store for us today. This is quite a bougie taxi though. It's got a phone charger in it, which I'm very pleased about. Oh my god, you know you're in France when?
You know you're in France when you see a sheep cake.
Sheep.
That's what I always
That's
think.
the symbol of France.
Shaun the sheep. Bonjour.
Oh my god, there's a little mini sheep cake as well. That really does look like Shaun the sheep.
That is Shaun the sheep.
Oh my god, I kind of want one of these cakes. They look amazing.
I spoke to him and he told me that it was him. But he wasn't quite happy because it was his likeness. He has a
How did you translate that?
I don't know, because I speak sheep. Can you tell I've had 3 coffees and I've been up since 4 AM?
I'm so tired. Okay, we have made it to the hotel. I am absolutely exhausted. Basically, We spent today at Philip's Home Fest, but I still don't know what that key is all about. Let me show you what's on the bed and then I'm going to give you a quick recap of what we've been up to today while I do my makeup, getting ready for the evening. We've literally got less than an hour at the hotel before we have to turn around and go back. But I've got a little balcony, this is my bed, and on the bed we've got some little presents from Philip's, including some pillow spray, a robe. Are these macarons? Oh my god, I think they are. Wait, stop it. Oh, and a clothes steamer. We tried one of these at the event earlier. It was really good, so I'm very excited about that. But I can't lie to you, I'm more excited about these macarons. Ah, they're Philip's branded. Shut up, that's so cool. French macaron taste test. Are these just vanilla? They might be. They're so soft on the inside. That's fantastic. Right, makeup. This is my outfit of the evening. I've gone for a little midi skirt. I just realised I did my makeup without talking to you. Sorry about that. In my defence, I didn't realise how late it was. So it was a bit of a rush to get ready. But I'm now going to meet Maria again in the lobby. And then we're heading out to the party for the evening. But basically today, we learned a lot about the Philips tech, like new tech that they've got specifically for the home and like the kitchen. I was really impressed by a particular mop. Jesus Christ, you can tell I'm getting close to 30. I'm actually 29 in like 2 weeks, but that mop, it's called the One Up. I don't think it's out yet, but it's fantastic. It like squirts out clean water and detergent while also mopping it back up. So actually cleans your floors very well. Looks really good. Hello. Well, what have you got here?
I've got a new mop.
Oh, have you?
It's not released in the UK yet.
So if you look, hold it up
like this. You know, you can really give it, and then you can give it that as well.
Yeah. It's got these two chambers, right? So this is detergent.
That's the Philips detergent.
Yeah, but you can use any detergent.
No non-foaming detergent.
Any non-foaming detergent. This is clean water with the detergent. Hang on, it's not focused. And then around the side here, this is the dirty water. So it puts this out onto the floor and then mops up the dirty water, and they don't touch.
And you charge it USB-C.
Yeah. And I think that's brilliant.
109 euros, they said.
That's very good. I can't wait for that to come out in the UK. I'm going to buy it. Oh, they've got air fryer burgers. I am in, except I'm not because they've eaten them all. They've all gone, Maria. They've been eaten just now. They literally just came out the air fryer and they have. We've been stood here, look. The board's empty, that's where they were.
Well, get me to that board.
Well, yeah. Good morning from Paris once again.
Oh, I was like a good morning as well.
Maria and I are just getting ready. We're gonna go and have a hotel breakfast, then we're gonna head to the Notre Dame, I think.
Yeah.
We've got a few
See
hours.
how the Hunchback's doing.
Yeah, I love the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
And. Well, Disney reference.
Yeah. We might be going to Disney soon. Who knows?
Who knows?
Not today.
I have already said it on my story. So.
Yeah, I think I've said it somewhere as well. And TikTok. This is my outfit today. You can't see my trousers, but I feel like I'm really nailing getting some good basics for my wardrobe in a minute. So this t-shirt came on Maria's recommendation actually.
Yeah.
This is from Uniqlo.
I'm wearing it right now.
It's fantastic. And I was just saying, for years I exclusively bought t-shirts that were far too big for me because I thought I didn't want anything too clingy because they always sit really weirdly like around this area. But this one is fantastic because it's got a bit of a slit, so it like, I don't know, I bought my actual real size. And then I have this jumper, which from Uniqlo, and I love it because it's like butter yellow, which I feel like is very a thing at the moment. But also, I always like this colour.
You do. You always wear a yellow. Yeah, it suits you. It's a bit like you and Abby like yellow.
Yeah, the brunette girls.
Yeah.
Although you might be a brunette girl soon.
Soon I will be actually. Although it's going to take like years to get this thing.
Do you think it is?
Oh, because it will fade really quickly. So the blonde will just reappear because obviously the underneath is blonde.
Yeah. And then I got this new pair of trousers from Abercrombie. I'm really behind on editing my declutters, but so you might not see it on TikTok for a while if you watch those, but I have just done my wardrobe, bottom half of my wardrobe, so my bottom halves. And I realised that I didn't have enough trousers that were like smart-ish but comfortable. So I bought these from Abercrombie, and they are crease central, if I'm being honest. But I think they work really well.
I think they'll be alright when you're wearing them. I don't think they won't be as bad as linen.
Yeah. Look, they're like pinstripe, and yeah, I just really like them, and I'm comfortable, and I feel quite stylish.
Oh, stylish woman.
Maria's here in her cropped trench.
I've also got my Uniqlo t-shirt on.
We match.
I own like 3 or 4.
Oh, we've got matching earrings on as well.
Okay, so matching earrings. Last night I was wearing Abercrombie trousers. You're wearing Abercrombie trousers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
an original thought, will you?
One of the other women on the trip yesterday said to us, "Did you know each other from school then?"
She was like, "So did you guys go to school together?" And we were like, no.
Although I did go to school with one of the other journalists here.
So not me, but her.
Which is crazy, by the way. She wasn't in my year, but we did go to the same school. But yeah, so I'm glad that we give off.
Yeah, literally went to school together, obviously.
Here we are at the Notre Dame, known from films such as
The Hunchback of.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is one of my favourites. It's an Alan Menken. And it's a very good one.
Big queues here today.
There is, yeah. There was, the last time I was here, it wasn't open. That was in like September or October.
Yes.
And it was not open.
Yes. It was like 2016.
That was my first time here, but it wasn't open, but now it is. Look at that queue. I don't know how you guys can see it. It's huge. But it's probably just because of the renovation, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so pretty.
Aren't they?
I know I said this in the New York vlogs, but it really does upset me that we don't build buildings that look anything like that anymore. They're all like boxes and glass.
I'd like to buy a flat that in the building and it looks like that.
You'd like to buy a flat in the Notre Dame?
In the Notre Dame. If they could put Notre Dame in London.
Yes.
Yes.
St Paul's maybe?
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. You can buy a flat in there.
Oh yeah, easy. A few pennies only, really.
I would really like to one day do a tour of the Paris Opera House because it's where Phantom of the Opera is set, and Maria loves Phantom of the Opera.
And you know what else I love? Dyson. And the Dyson has an opera store.
Yes.
It's opposite the Paris Opera.
Opposite
one
the
of
Paris
the
Opera
only
House.
2 retail units.
But if you've seen Phantom of the Opera, you know the bit where like there's like the boats and the water under the Paris Opera House. Apparently that is real. Like,
I can't believe that.
Yeah, and you can do a tour of that bit, and I would really like to do that one day.
How could that possibly be real? How is it underneath? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I would like to also do that.
Yeah.
As we know, I do enjoy Phantom of the Opera.
You do, but so perhaps one day we'll come back and do that tour. And now we're going to go for a little wander, I think. We have come to a little cafe creperie situation. It's Maria. Here's Notre Dame. We're very close to it. Yeah. But we are going to get, I'm thinking I might get a little smoothie, and I think we're going to share a crepe because neither of us are really hungry enough for a full one, but we're in Paris, aren't we? So I think we're going to go for banana, Nutella and strawberry.
Do they have French hot chocolate?
Oh, good question. Let's have a look. Good morning and welcome back to London. That cafe in Paris was really cute. I would actually really recommend going there for a little crepe and a smoothie if you are ever in Paris and around the Notre Dame area, because we really liked it. It had fresh fruit on it. I'll pop a picture in, but they did take a while. I think there was some sort of confusion. Basically we moved tables because the sun was so bright, and we did tell our waitress, but I think it like confused the system and everything took ages, and then we had to have our smoothies in takeaway cups and literally like inhale the crepe, and then we got in a cab to go back to the hotel because I needed to my taxi was picking me up for the airport. Maria had like an hour longer, but she was just going to sit in the hotel lobby and wait. But so then we got in a cab to go back to the hotel, and then there was some sort of accident or something. The traffic was really backed up, so we ended up actually having to get out of the cab about halfway and walk for like I think about 20 minutes, which then made us later back to the hotel than we wanted to be. But I literally got down to the lobby at 12:15 exactly, which is the time that the taxi was picking me up, so it was fine. But yeah, we really wanted to have a little explore in Paris, but as you saw, it was a very little explore. We didn't have a lot of time. But this morning I'm up bright and early. It is now 7:29 and I'm so tired, by the way, guys. Like, I don't think I mentioned it, but on Monday, the reason I didn't start the vlog until quite a lot later in the day is because I actually had a massive panic attack on Monday morning. I don't even really know what about. I have a lot of health anxiety, and it just, sometimes when there's a lot going on, it like really it sort of shows up in really weird ways. I get a lot of like phantom pains and stuff. It's so weird. Anyway, and it's so frustrating because 9 times out of 10 I do know that they are completely psychosomatic, but it doesn't make them any less painful or any less unpleasant. And yeah, on Monday I was not having a good time, which usually makes me really tired. So then getting up at 4 o'clock for Paris on Tuesday, and then yesterday we had an early morning, and then obviously the flights, and then this morning I've had an early morning. So like, I really feel like I need just a weekend in bed, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Everything's just really busy at the moment, and life is just crazy. If I was Molly May, I would say life is lifing. That's what she loves to say. But I just feel like, the first few months of the year were quite like sleepy, and all of a sudden everything's kicked in at once. But that's fine. I'm on my way to Westfield, which is fun. I'm going to an event with Primark. They're opening the store early for us, so we can have a look at all the new in spring summer bits, which I'm really excited for, because I haven't really spent much time in the shops since the season's changed, and I do just love seeing what's about, being a bit nosy. But also, I've never been in Westfield before. It's opened before, that's fun. And it's also really nice to be able to drive to an event, because normally, obviously, if they're in like central London or East London, I get the tube, but I live in West London and Westfield has loads of parking, so it's so much easier to be able to drive. And actually, I thought there was going to be loads of traffic, but it's been fine. I'm hoping there's going to be somewhere in Westfield I can get a salad bowl for lunch. I'm really going through a phase of like chopped salad bowls and smoothies. So I love the Boost Juice smoothies in Westfield, so I'll probably get one of those. But I really want a salad bowl, and I keep thinking about trying to make them at home, and I could, but they just wouldn't be as good because all of the components, like if I wanted to like make the chicken and like season it the way they do and like chop it up so tiny, it would take me ages, and like I just feel like it's so time intensive to make for like one portion. Do you know what I mean? I suppose I could make it for multiple portions, but I'm not going to be at home for lunch tomorrow, so. But then what if I don't use it in time and it goes off, and then it just creates food waste? I don't know. It's really annoying because salad bowls are such an expensive food type, but I love them. And I like how they chop it all up together and like mix it all in, so it's, I don't know. I've gotten a lot better in the kitchen over the last like year, I would say. And so the fact that my brain is even thinking like, is there a way that I could make that, genuinely is not even a thought that would have crossed my mind a year or two ago. But the conclusion I've come to is that I actually don't think I could. Not in the same way that they make them in the salad bars. I don't think there is a salad bar at Westfield. I wonder if there's one on my way home. Peppa Pig. Why are they nice?
Yeah, I just said that. I said, actually, I like them.
Yeah.
I like her branding as well.
Peppa.
She's having a revival.
She is, isn't she?
And
And also, I've got a controversial theory about Mummy Pig's baby. I think it's going to be twins.
oh, that is controversial.
Not that it's not Daddy Pigs.
Well, it might not be Daddy Pig's either.
I think that would be the big.
Do twins run in Daddy Pig's family?
Well, because everyone's going, is it going to be a boy or is it going to be a girl?
It's gonna be both.
I think if it's one, it's a girl, and if it's two, it's twins.
Right.
If it's two, it's twins.
I think it's
That's how
twins.
that works.
I think it's twins. Anyway, look at this Miss Piggy. What's this called? Like hoodie dupe. It's reversible, and the other side is Kermit, which I love. Maria and I are specifically on the hunt for some Disney pajamas. Currently, these Lotso ones are my favourites, but I also really like the Aliens one. I actually love those. I might prefer them.
Yeah. My friend.
This is your friend Marie. Oh, and it says your door, which is perfect because we're going to be in Paris.
We're French, aren't we? So shit. I personally enjoy these quite heavily. How much are they? They're £13, which, to be fair, my Mickey Mouse ones cost me £9.
They do look very comfortable.
That's cool, Amy.
Yeah, that is cool. I like that.
I just think I should be in Disney in this.
I think you should, yeah.
Oh look, I love it so much. Makes me sad. XL. No. Whoa.
Felt cute, might delete later. That's so funny.
Problem is, I opened these.
Guys, have you seen that in Dubai there is a Shrek theme park? I want to go. I've never.
Adventure in London. We should go there.
I have been there, but and I do enjoy it. We should go there actually. I have never really fancied Dubai, particularly.
I've never really fancied Shrek.
Never really fancied Shrek. But I would like to go to the Shrek theme park, so maybe Dubai is in my future after all. I'm back at home now with Jess. I've just been doing some cleaning. She's been
I haven't been doing any cleaning. I've just been sat.
We've sort of just been chatting really. But the kittens are here. I let them have their cones off for a bit because I think they are actually hating every second of it. But we're about to pop out to get a salad bowl because we ended up, I don't know why I thought I was going to get lunch at Westfield
When we were there
when we got there at 8.
Yeah, that's not a good time for lunch.
No, so we're going to go out for a quick salad now, which I was talking to them about salad bowls earlier, you see.
Well, yeah, and I love a salad. I am actually like the world's biggest lover of salad, probably.
I think that's probably true, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
I
quite
think
intrigued to see what you get.
I don't think I've been there before, so I don't even know what their offerings are, but I'll certainly get something.
I get the same thing every time.
That does not surprise me about you.
Do you want anything from the salad bar?
She's like, no, just take this thing off my head, please.
Oh, I feel so bad. Only a few more days and you'll be okay. Ricey salad bowl acquired. I've got some rice, Malaysian sauce. I don't actually know what that is. I need to figure it out because I would like to eat it at home. Like roasted veg, rainbow slaw. There's like greens under here as well. Crispy onions, shawarma chicken, hummus. What have you got?
Picked really badly because that looks really nice. I went for, it's like a chicken and bacon club.
I always look at that. No, I think that looks really good.
It is tasty, but for what it is, I will say it's very overpriced.
Yeah, fair.
I've had like more impressive salads for a similar price in different salad places. Like the Salad Project, they do like a really nice goat cheese one. That was incredible.
Oh, I haven't been there.
And like not that much more expensive than this.
Okay.
And this is just a bit like, it's nice but it's basic for what I've paid.
It's a chain, isn't it? Like it's like a quite corporate.
The same as like Salad Project, but like
Yeah,
I would
true.
say their offerings are
I think they're a smaller
a
chain
bit more
though.
like exciting.
Yeah, fair.
I find here like a lot of the options that I was looking at just felt a bit basic.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it is
I
tasty.
do enjoy my bowl though. And we've also got, you got a smoothie and I got a protein shake, which is a new thing for me.
Berry one, but it looks a bit weird. And again, £4.99 that cost me.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's upsetting.
I've got the like app on my phone. I think it took some money off for me, but basically this is a peanut butter protein shake because I keep getting really tired in the afternoons. And Maria said to me, have you considered a protein bar? And I said, no, I haven't. And then I had one and it really like actually helped.
Yeah,
Which is wild. No.
Protein helps with dopamine production.
Oh.
So, and it's like the thing that like repairs your muscles after a workout and like just makes everything work quite well. It's like really quite an essential part of the diet that most people don't have enough of, particularly neurodivergent people. We need a bit more to like keep us going. So I try and have protein shakes like most days, to be honest, because they're quite easy to just then like, if I have them as drinkable ones, I find them easier to manage to get like a higher quantity of like protein, like in grams or whatever, than if I was physically eating it.
Yeah. See, I've been having a lot of protein bars, but this is my first protein shake, and I've actually wanted to investigate these, so I'll be intrigued. Can you taste it? Is it any different?
Well, I don't know what this one is. It really does depend. Like some of them taste way better than others.
Right, okay.
But you just need to find ones that you like, and then it's easy. I really like the free sol ones, and they are specifically formulated for like women's health in mind, because obviously our hormone needs are different to like male hormone needs. Okay. So they have like a lot of extra stuff alongside the protein. They have a lot of things like magnesium and zinc that we need to like function a bit better. So I quite like that one, and it doesn't taste too bad.
That sounds interesting.
Science with Joe.
Further investigation required from me, I think. I've taken their collars off. Oh, Charlie's trying some new noodles.
Baldock noodles.
They smell quite nice.
Come taste.
Yeah, I do actually. Have you tasted?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Yeah.
I just want a tiny bit.
Liz.
Excuse the mess. I've taken their collars off because I felt sorry for them and I'm watching them, which is why they're in the middle of the room. But I'm about to declutter my hair drawer, which is that drawer there. I've been dusting. But we bought them this cat tree on Amazon a couple of weeks ago and they literally haven't got off it since. They love it. But yeah, I'm about to declutter my hair drawer. This drawer here, I'll show you quick before and after. So this is the before, and it's not even got any of my hair tools in it apart from my air wrap. This drawer does not, it's not functional. A lot of the stuff in here is empty and I'm in denial about it. Like a lot of products which have been discontinued but I love, like this Protect and Shine spray from Goldwell. I love this stuff and it's been discontinued and I've been in complete denial about it, so I've kept hold of the bottle. Honestly, so many like that. But yeah, I've just been dusting the surface and I'm gonna film that declutter now for TikTok, so I will show you that after. I'm still decluttering, but I completely forgot this cat loves hair bubbles more than anything else in the world. So I just turned my back for a minute, and when I've come back she's having like the time of her life. Sometimes I'll hand her one and just let her play with it until she gets bored. Genuinely it takes hours, but I'm always really careful not to let her have them when I'm not around, because I feel like she could hurt herself on them somehow. I don't think she actually could. Like, she's not going to swallow it or anything, she just loves playing with it with her paws, but I don't know, for some reason it feels like the sort of thing that I shouldn't let her do. She's just realised there's a pot of them. Eponine. Nini. I'm never going to finish my declutter. I don't want to get in the way of her fun. On the plus side, it's going well, guys. Obviously, this is a tripod, but this is all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. And this is all the stuff that I'm keeping at the moment. Whenever I declutter drawers where there's like stuff that you use up, I obviously try not to get rid of anything that I think I will eventually get around to, because I don't want to spend money on stuff that I have literally just like given away or recycled or anything like that. By the way, I always use the Boots recycling scheme to get rid of stuff like this, and I either recycle it with my recycling bin at home, or if it can't be, the Boots recycling scheme is really good because you can exchange it for Boots points, which is basically like exchanging it for money. It's on my list of things to film. I'm going to make a TikTok about it next week, but I've been using it for literally ages, but I've just never made a TikTok about it. Yeah, but I think when I first started doing these declutters, I wasn't brutal enough. Like, annoyingly, most of the stuff that I'm getting rid of now, I genuinely think has been in my drawer untouched since the last time I decluttered that drawer, because I wasn't brutal enough with it. But when I last did my bathroom cabinet, which was actually back in January, I was really strict with myself on picking one to use up, and then once that's used up, moving on to the next one, using that up, moving on to the next one. And as a result of that, I've gotten through stuff so much better. So that's what I'm hoping to do with this hair drawer. I've gotten rid of a lot of, like, I know I don't really use dry shampoo. Literally, I use it a handful of times a year. So I have kept a couple for those times, but the rest of my dry shampoo I've gotten rid of. Like, certain categories, I know I don't use mousse or like volumizing mousse, so I have gotten rid of those. But stuff like heat protection, I always need that. And I'm really working on the health of my hair, as I've said to you guys here before. So yeah, I don't want to get rid of stuff, because like some of it I haven't even tried yet. It might be my new favourite product, but I'm just going to try and be really strict with myself on making sure that I finish something before I move on to the next thing, and then eventually it will cycle through. It will declutter itself in time, and I feel like that's the least wasteful way to go about it, to make sure that products actually get used up, and it's also better for my bank balance. It is the next day now, so it's Friday today. I was fully convinced it was Friday yesterday, but it was not. It literally got dark while I was decluttering, but this is what the drawer looks like now. I know it's kind of chaotic, but everything, it's just one layer to the bottom. I put it like this so I can really see everything, and while it might not feel like the best use of space, it's kind of holding me accountable for the amount of stuff that I have. Like, this used to be like piled high, and as a result, the other week I literally thought I needed to buy new heat protection spray. I think I have 8, and this is everything I'm getting rid of, so at some point today I need to go through that and sort it out for the Boots recycling scheme. Good morning, everyone. I can't explain it, but today really has Sunday energy. But it is a Saturday. We've had a food shop delivered, so I'm just putting that away. And Charlie has gone to Pets at Home to get some worming stuff for the cat. And also, he has taken my car to get cleaned, and he's filled up with petrol. And honestly, I see myself as quite a strong, independent woman, right? I don't need a man to clean my car. But my love language is definitely acts of service, and so whenever he does things like that, it just makes me feel like all warm and fuzzy. So I'm having a good day today. I've been really confused about what day of the week it is for days now. On Thursday, I said to my manager, oh my god, yeah, actually since I last spoke to you, I've taken on talent management. Crazy, by the way. I'll talk to you about that in a bit. But yeah, she said to me, no, towards the end of the day on Thursday, I said to her, oh, what are you up to this weekend? And she told me what she was getting up to, and then she said, but I am working tomorrow. And I thought, why is she working on a Saturday? And then I went, oh my god, I'm confused. I think it's the flights. I think it's the Paris trip. It's really thrown me off. So I was like, oh my god, sorry, ignore me. I am just being silly. Yeah, we'll blame Paris for that one. Oh my god, yeah. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that basically I've taken on talent manager, which doesn't mean anything will change for you guys at all. It might just mean I have a bit more free time to do like filming for YouTube and editing and stuff, because basically one of the biggest challenges of doing social media as a job is kind of switching modes between like being creative and also being like a business bitch. Sometimes it's really hard to switch between the two, particularly when some brands sometimes try and take advantage a little bit, or they might be late on their payments and then you have to turn into like a debt collector as well, and then that can damage your relationship with the brand because they then don't like you. But that wouldn't have had to happen if they just paid the money they owe on time. And all I want to do is be able to pay my bills. But also talent managers, so talent managers can help with that, but they can also help with like connecting you with brands that you might not have had the contacts for yourself. Excuse me, Eliza, we don't go up on the sites, do we? You know this by now. She did that with such confidence as well. Yeah, they can help connect you with brands. They like advocate for you to make sure that like the ads that you do are well aligned with the sort of content you typically make, so it's better for the audience. Loads of stuff. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. There are a lot of talent managers out there that just take 20% of the money that you would otherwise have and do very little work. Definitely from the kind of time that I entered the industry, like I went full-time during the just after the pandemic, October. It was October either 2021 or 2022, I actually can't remember, but I think definitely around then there was this kind of misconception that like you weren't a legit content creator if you didn't have a manager. So many people took on management that ended up being really quite bad for them. There was a lot of cases of, and I was just interested in the window, there were a lot of cases around the time of managers lying or telling the talent that they'd secured one rate but actually like skimming loads of money off the top and not even telling them, stealing product or having product sent to the office and then they never made it to the influencer that brands had sent to try and, you know, feature in content or to build a relationship with the influencer, and then it made the influencer look bad. This is all, I'm not pointing any specific fingers, this was all stuff that I heard through like word of mouth of people who were managed at the time. And so partly because of that, but also partly because I am just very independent by nature, to be honest. I never really did it all. I was with one agency for a really short period of time and then I realised that it just wasn't for me. So I left within a really short period of time, all amicably and everything. Eliza. All amicably and everything, like there was no big drama, but I just quite liked doing it all myself. Hi, Ebony. Hi. So I stayed that way for years, but there was a really small handful of management companies that I knew I would consider. Like, not to blow my own trumpet, but I do get emails from management agencies most weeks asking if I would be interested, but I'm fine on my own for the most part, and I'm a bit of a control freak, I think. But there were a small list of people I would consider, and one of those was Free Focus, who reached out to me. So for various reasons, including feeling, I keep saying at the minute I've been running around all the time going, I just feel understaffed. Like I honestly just feel like there is too many things, too many projects I want to do, but there aren't enough of me. Like the Wicked video that I made last year, the second one of those is still in production, and a third one, and another thing that I've got. Like I'm like starting too many projects because I get excited about them, but then I get distracted because obviously those don't really pay me yet. They might in the future, but then obviously I have to prioritize like the paid work that's going on for me, which tends to be more on Instagram, and so they never really get done. But actually I think they could like expand my business in a different way, and like I'm really interested in doing more of those. I really enjoy doing the Wicked one. So yeah, I've taken on an extra pair of hands. Her name is Tilly. She is lovely, and we're gonna give it a go. You never know unless you try. And actually I have noticed a difference. I found myself far more able to film more during the day, rather than feeling like I'm chained to my emails, which is literally exactly what it's there for. Like, it means that I can get on with the job of content creator, but the admin doesn't fall by the wayside, which is really helpful, or has been really helpful so far. And I hope it means that I can be a lot more present here and on Instagram and TikTok and everything. I feel like I've been posting a lot more since that change, which was only a few weeks ago. So anyway, as for today, I'm actually going to an event that I'm really nervous about. It is a Reformer Pilates event, hence the slick back and the Lululemon. It's not with Lululemon, it's with Sculpted by Amy, the skincare brand. I've actually been using their, I think it's called Cloud Cream moisturizer, and I love it. It's in my makeup bag. I use it like to prep my skin before I put any makeup on. I really like it. So when they asked if I wanted to go to Reformer Pilates, I was a little bit on the fence, because I haven't been to an exercise class in God knows how long. Genuinely, like 5 years plus, I think. I used to go to the gym every now and again, but I cancelled it because it was just so expensive and I didn't get the use out of it, although I do really miss it. But I always look at Reformer Pilates and go, God, that does actually look quite fun. And I have a back injury. I've literally had it since I was 10. And it flares up sometimes. It's been really flaring up lately, and I do think maybe a little bit of light exercise might help it. But I also knew that I would never sign myself up to Reformer Pilates or any exercise class because I'm nervous. So when this email came through and they asked if I wanted to go to Reformer Pilates, I said yes. And now I'm panicking. Jess is coming with me as well for a bit of moral support, so that will be good. And she's done Reformer Pilates before, so hopefully she will be able to give me some guidance. But I am the most clumsy person you will ever meet. Like, I'm gonna get myself stuck in the machine or something, mark my words. I haven't been to an exercise class in 5 years, more probably, but today I'm being a big brave girl and trying out my first ever Reformer Pilates class. Ooh, fancy. I'm so clumsy and very nervous, but listen, it's good to try new things even when they make you a bit nervous sometimes. Actually, especially then. This sign says glow with the flow, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. I made Jess come along for emotional support because she's done a few Reformer classes before, so I'm hoping I can just copy her or something. The studio is full of pink accessories to match the Sculpted by Amy branding, because we're here to celebrate the launch of their Glow collection. I'm so glad they gave us these socks, because my toes are not ready to be seen by anyone apart from a trained beautician.
So is this bit the seat?
Yes, and it moves.
Oh God.
You're in for a treat.
After choosing two machines at the back of the room and then discovering that was actually the front, it's time to get started. Okay, sat on the wrong bit, brilliant start. Let's try again. Oh my God, this is about to be so humbling. The best way I can describe this feeling is like the first time you go ice skating or something. Like, not only did I not know how to work the machine, but it sort of felt like I didn't know how to work my own limbs anymore either. Once I got going, it was actually fun in parts, very difficult, and I definitely don't think I was doing it right, but I was using parts of my body and also my brain which don't get a lot of action, so that's good. It was all fun and games until we had to put these straps around our feet, and the move was meant to look like this. I think we can all agree mine was incredibly similar. Maybe I should just quit content creation and become a Reformer Pilates instructor instead. Finally, we reached my favourite section of the session, the lying down section. It kind of felt like swimming. The tension of the machine felt a bit like water, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to lie to you, this was actually really hard, much harder than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be quite relaxing, but I felt anything but relaxed. I do think maybe I would enjoy it more if I'd had a bit more time to understand each of the moves. I just couldn't wrap my head around what my limbs were meant to be doing, which then made me feel a bit silly, but that would probably come with time and practice. Jess said this was much harder than her usual classes, and at the end I heard the instructor say that this was quite an advanced class. Guys, that Reformer class, I'll put a couple of clips in here. It was not relaxing.
That was not what I was expecting. I've been to several Reformer classes where I don't even break a sweat, but I still feel like I've had a good workout. That upset me. I feel sweaty and I feel traumatised. Happy Easter Sunday to everyone who celebrates. I have celebrated with a big walk and a big roast, and I've finally gotten around to editing the rest of this vlog, which is great news for everyone. I'm trying to coax the cats out. Here they are. I'm gonna come and make a cameo appearance. Ebony will be in it with me. Yeah, it feels good to be back on the weekly vlogs. This
week. I feel like I'm a bit out of practice. I kept picking the camera up, filming like one clip and then forgetting, but so it's maybe not my finest work, but I am very pleased to be back on YouTube. It has actually been a week since I finished filming it. I just hadn't gotten around to editing it. Honestly, everything's so busy at the minute, and that is part of the reason why I haven't been filming weekly vlogs this year. I do intend to bring them back, but I'm waiting for something to happen before that happens. However, I have actually been thinking of filming one next week because it's actually my birthday on Thursday. Ooh, I'm going to Disneyland on Friday, so I've got a really fun week planned. I think I'm going to vlog Disneyland separately. I'm going with Maria, which will be great because she's never been before, and I love going to Disney parks all the time, but I really love going to Disney parks with people who've never been and like getting to experience that with them for the first time. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. But yeah, we've been in Norwich and now we are in Kent with Charlie's family, so we've kind of seen both sides this Easter weekend, which has been nice long weekend. Let me know what you guys have been up to in the comments. Leave a little chick emoji in the comments if you've made it all the way to the end. Chick for Easter. I hope you all have a lovely week, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. Bye guys.